We are in a state of emergency. Prejudice. Want a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it goes. Free your mind.
Throughout the history of the United States, the construct of racism was created specifically to oppress Black people, to try to suppress our determination to achieve liberation. Like Angela Davis said, it's built into the system.
Nowadays I can't relate what's going on in front of me. I don't want to watch TV and find another casualty. I don't want to read the news. My heart's already black and blue. I'm putting on my combat boots, 'cause I got an attitude. Feel like soldiers forced to fight a war. What the hell? I can't take it anymore. 'Cause for so long we've been patient, now we're done. Don't you even ask me, when did I become such an angry Black woman?
Keep it real. What difference?
'Cause I keeps it real like that. I keeps it real.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, how you doing?
Doing all right.
All right, we're getting ready to roll here.
All right.
All righty, okay. In the name of our ancestors, peace forever and always, and welcome to another edition of what I call the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am the gatekeeper, the host of this program, known here on social media. Wherever you may find me, I am known as the mighty, mighty, mighty Angel Snup 7. I am your soul brother, number one. I would like to welcome everyone on this spontaneous broadcast, joining us this evening, and I hope that it will be worth your time. And I most appreciate it. I am so happy to be in the company of those who are truly awakened. I'm not talking about black conscious of the black. I'm talking about people who are truly awakened. Your mind is conscious. It's a wonderful thing. And when you are like that, you feel alone in the world because you're surrounded by those who are unconscious. And some may say, that's your opinion. No, your actions show that you are unconscious. Because those who are unconscious do not show proper activity. Those who are, hey, how you doing, Arden and Twin? Those who are unconscious, those whose mind is not fully awakened, are limited in their activity. So you can be conscious laying on the ground, but you don't have the capability to do anything. There are many people in the hospital right now, they are conscious, but they are not able to do anything. They are hooked to respirators and whatever, and they can smile at you and hold a conversation, but they're not able to, hey, what's up, MD20? Glad to see my brother MD20 in the house, everybody. And
hey,
what's up there?
Hey, what's up? I'm gonna get my hair done tomorrow.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
You know, I like my hair up. Not that it doesn't look good down, but I like my hair up.
Well, you do whatever please you.
Exactly.
You know, I like my hair up.
Crazy. Well, I can tell this is gonna be a good night right here. Tell this is gonna be a good night tonight.
Brother Taalik is in the house with us.
Hi, brother Taalik. How you doing?
Who's that speaking?
This is Sister Noble.
Oh, okay, Sister Noble, how you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. I'm waiting to hear from you. I want to know what you think about this bullshit that's going down right now, because there's some bullshit going on. It is.
Analyzation on this situation.
Mm-hmm.
You can bet that.
So, yeah, I'm when I first scheduled this spontaneous broadcast, I was feeling sort of good. I'm feeling really, really terrible. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, the closer it got to, because Brother Taalik called me earlier, and I was barely hanging then, and I'm just, but I'm like, well, I'm not gonna let this stop me. I need to talk because tomorrow is not promised to us, like I say all the time, and I'm just gonna do the best I can and just fight through it. I'm not gonna just sit around, lay around. Oh, I'm hurting. Oh, my chest, my back. And what was that song? It was a rap song. That chick, it was a nasty song though. She was talking my booty, my back, my legs, so I'm not gonna and feel sorry for myself and lay around. And I'm not gonna do that tonight. I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna talk. I'm gonna say what I gotta say, and you and brother Taalik got my back. When I'm done here, and y'all can rock and roll, and it's the floor is yours. I just want to make a brief comment and go about my business. But the main thing I want to make 3 announcements before I get started, because these are very important. I have to give a shout out to all those who donated to my medical fundraiser. I have to do that. You are keeping me above water. You are keeping me well. I have physical pain, but I don't have, my financial pain is very much lessened. I thank you so much for your donations. And some of you are more than one time donators. Some of you have donated more than one time. And some of you have told me you're going to donate until it looks like I'm out of the woods. So, and I know there's a lot of haters out there. They don't want to hear that. But there are those who love their brother, and they put their money where their mouth is, and they know that I would come to their aid if they would come to me in a dire situation. I will do that. And I have been known to do that. Way before this happened to me, I was helping those, and they didn't even have to ask me. I just heard about something, and I just helped. So I'm very much appreciative. My automobile broke down on me, had a nice little bill on me, but I didn't have to worry about it because y'all got my back. It was no big deal. I'm right back on the road the next day. No problem, easy. So I this is not being a braggart. This is just one human being showing another human being love. That's all that it is. So and when the time comes when we are asked to make the ultimate sacrifice for this Mississippi campaign, or we don't know what situation, because this group that's here, we all that we got. We're going to have to find some kind of way where all of us awakened people, we can come together and help each other. Because you're not going to get no help from nobody else, because you're not an African or you're not a Hebrew Israelite. So you're not going to get any help from other brothers and sisters. I'm not going to say all of them. Everybody not crazy like that. But, unfortunately.
Well, I ain't going to lie. When I asked for some help, the Hebrew Israelites at GOCC came through. Okay. Yeah, they came through for a sister. At the time, I was struggling, and when I was still a Christian, and even after I left them, even after I left GOCC, they came through for a sister back in 2017. Yeah, back in 2017. So shout out to them. Shout out to the GOCC, because I got to be honest about that. Now, some of them, they'll help you out now. They'll help you out if you need help. I just disagree with their ideologies.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's all.
I don't hate them. I don't hate the Hebrew Israelites.
Right.
Let me make it plain and clear. I do not hate the Hebrew Israelites. I do not hate the Christians.
Right.
I do not hate the Muslims.
Right.
I do not hate Nation of Islam. I hate the ideologies that has destroyed humanity. That's what I hate. Okay, and I just had to say that.
Yeah.
I just had to say that.
And sister, I concur with you because it was numerous different periods of times in my life where the Nation of Islam helped me. Even though I was not a registered member of their organization, but they did reach out and help me in times of homelessness, even when I was incarcerated. I depended on them a couple of times to help get me up out of jail. Being locked up. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I mean, it was what it was, and they helped me with other different tangible things.
And the church, also, the church helped me a lot, also. The
Mm-hmm.
church also.
I definitely acknowledge that. That just because they ideology is being consistent don't mean that some of the people in those type of pro-black conscious organizations don't have a good heart. There's some of them that do, and they're very sincere, and I respect them for that. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, the brothers in the Nation of Islam and numerous states came through for me. I'm talking about on some real stuff. You know, I could go even further, but that's neither here nor there. They came through for a brother, and so, like I said, I don't. You know, the only thing when I talk about these organizations, like I do, I deal with their inconsistency. I don't even deal with their ideology directly. I just deal with their inconsistency. You know what I'm saying? Even though their ideology needs to be addressed too, but we can wait until we get the Mississippi campaign off the ground and go into all that. You know what I'm saying? But right now, we as a dark-skinned descendant of slaves born in this country need to take payment from all this craziness going on in America.
Yes. No doubt. You know? No doubt. I want to make
some stupid stuff, crazy stuff going on right now with these elections. You know,
I just want to make it very clear that those who have donated to my medical fund come from various walks of life, various races and genders. It's just a diversity that have come out, and some of these persons have been around me since I almost got started, way back in, you know, at least 2008, 2009. They've been following me. My Caucasian or white or pink audience, they know how I talk. They've been with me ever since when I used to really talk more raw, you know, about white folks or whatever. But see, the thing about the truth is, if it's the truth, they can handle the truth. They can handle the reality. Their minds is open. They know that I don't mean to cause them any harm. The only thing I want is justice, freedom, justice, and equality for all. I don't want to see nobody on this planet hurt and do bad. There's plenty for everybody at this time. I don't know about it at this time. It makes no sense for us to see the poverty and the suffering that we see in America and around the earth. It's too much. And we should want to end it. We can do much, much better.
Now, somebody, I want you to you know, let me know how you feel about this statement. Somebody said that there is no equality in nature. There is no equality in nature. That's what somebody said, okay?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that statement?
There's no equality in nature.
He said there's no equality in nature. So therefore, why should there be human equality? In other words, that's what he was trying to say. Why should there be human equality or economic equality when there is no equality in nature, when there is no equality in nature?
Well, see, the thing about nature is balanced. Those animals and those plants or whatever, they just act in accord with their nature. So whatever roles that they play, it all balances out. The male lion know what he needs to do. The female lion know he needs to do. You don't see the male lion talking about, I'm the king of the jungle and running around. That ain't how they play it. It's balanced in their role. The trees know their role. Everything in nature knows its role. You're the only life form that's out of nature. You're the only one that's out of balance because one wants to be better than the other. The male lion does not show any sign that he's better than the female. There's no plant that shows that it's better than another plant. All of them are in accord with their design
whatever put them into being. You are not, because we have been made slaves, and another man has determined what somebody should and should not do. And I want to be better than you. I want to control you. And so you don't have to worry about nature, about equality in nature, because nature is balanced. You out of balance. If we took proper roles and understood our roles, so one did not think that they was better than the other, we wouldn't have no problem. But see, the way you look at it, you think that you're better than the female.
Mm.
And you in your religion, and your man-made religion backs that up. Because in your man-made religion, God is the creator, and the man, the penis, is next to God. Why the woman can't be next to God? The only way she can get to God is she got to go through you. Why she got to go through you? The only difference between her and you is a gender. Why does she have to go through you? So it's out of balance. But that's because you wrote the book. God, the creator. Look, see, it makes no sense, because why would God put everything in nature in balance, but you out of balance? Don't make any difference. You are outside of nature. So everything you put your hands in, is destructive, because you're out of balance. Everywhere you go, there's destruction and violence and trouble all over the place, no matter where you call it. Right. Control chaos. Let me put that up there. Yeah, right. Absolutely. Control chaos. Everything that you do, everything that you touch is destructive, because you're out of balance. Your family is out of balance. You got little boys that think they better than the mama because I got a penis. That's not how. You will never find a male cub among lions talking about I'm better than my mama. You'll never see that. You're out of balance. You're out of nature, because you find these religions that's unnatural, that was made up by woman-hating men going back thousands and thousands of years. Now you have your modern-day version. The worst mistake that man did was he actually changed places with the female, put himself in the female role, and put her in a slave inferior mode long time ago. And they passed this on for generations and generations, and we think that the unnatural is natural. That ain't how it's supposed to go. Now, even if there are some animals, some life forms, where the male takes the lead, but you see the balance. You'll never see him, or you see no signs where the male thinks or act like he's better than the female. He just naturally is exhibiting his role in the family. You don't know yours, especially the black man and woman in America, because the only thing you have been is a damn slave.
Let me tell you who made that comment. Let me tell you who made that comment right quick.
Before.
Glenn Beck.
Glenn Beck?
Glenn Beck.
Oh, yeah, well.
On Blaze TV.
Well, I mean,
that's who made that comment. Yeah.
I've heard it from Negroes, too.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard it.
You know, he's a Christian. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to get your input on that statement, because, you know, when I heard it, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
You know, I was taken aback by the comment. And I just wanted to get your input on that. But, you know.
Well, look how him or this nation, look how they have treated their women. Next to the slave, the white woman was the one that was oppressed. She didn't have no rights. She couldn't do nothing. She knew that her husband was laying up with all those slave women, and she can't say nothing. Just, nothing. Just take it. She can't own no land. She better keep her mouth shut and know her place. Well, no different before they actually put slavery into practice. She was the slave. She was the one. You better have my dinner on the table. You better cook my food. You better raise my baby. Work the hell out of her. And what was the benefit she got out of it? What was the benefit she got? Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. Treated inhumane. Treated inhuman.
Like a second-class citizen.
And that's what she was. Until she decided to rise up and fight against it. And it took them a little while, but they got that together.
Mm.
And women still don't get paid like men do to this day. Doing the same job, still don't. But it's gonna get better one day. I'm tired of waiting on it's gonna get better one day. Why we gotta keep waiting on these suckers? We need to take what we earn. That's why the topic for Soul Liberation Day 2021 is we have to take destiny in our own hands. We should stop waiting on these suckers that oppress you to give you what's yours anyway. The hell with that. And that was my second.
Because Joe Biden ain't gonna do a damn thing for y'all.
No.
And neither is Trump.
No.
I said it. I said it.
It's all a joke. The whole thing is a joke. So that's what I wanted. The second announcement that I wanted to remind us of Soul Liberation Day 2020. The topic is taking our destiny into our own hands. Now, and it's a shame, some of these prominent people that we listen to are not doing that. They're begging or going to the oppressor to give you what you already earned, what you deserve by right. Keep begging these people, waiting on them. I'm not waiting on them. You're gonna have to learn how to take control of your life, take control of things yourself. So and then of course, well, sister is here. She wants to thank you for purchasing her book. That's the other announcement there. And she can thank you for that.
Yeah. I thank all those who did go out and purchase my book.
Yeah.
I really appreciate y'all's support of my work. You know, I encourage everyone listening to this podcast to go out and purchase my book or go to Amazon.com and order online. It is now available on Amazon Kindle for $3.99. Only $3.99. And if you want the paperback, that will cost you $13.99. But, you know, I encourage all those listening to us, you know, please go out and purchase my book. I know that you will enjoy what you read. I know that you will get information or gain information that you probably never heard before. And if you have an open mind, you're going to really be enlightened by what you read in my book, if you have an open mind. But if you're a closed-minded individual, what I have to say in my book may not sit well with you. And I'm just warning you now. Please open your mind. Please don't continue to live your life in a bubble. Don't do what I did. Don't live your life in a Christian bubble.
True that.
Don't spend your life in a Hebrew Israelite bubble. Don't spend your life in a Jehovah Witnesses bubble or a Muslim bubble or a Nation of Islam bubble. Learn to think for yourself and think outside of the box.
Right.
Because I think a lot of us wind up in situations in which we're being taken advantage of or economically exploited and also sexually exploited because we're in these groups where we believe what the leadership is telling us all the time. And not everyone can be trusted. I'm just going to be quite frank with you. Not everyone can be trusted in the church. Not everyone can be trusted in any religion. It's only, I will say this, it's only a select few special individuals in these organizations or groups that they're just genuinely good people. And those are far and few between in today's world. We are surrounded by savages in today's world. And yeah, I'm just going to keep it, I'm going to keep it a buck. We're surrounded by more savages that look like you and I than the other group. Oh, you may be saying, how dare she say that? How dare she say that? she mean to say that white people aren't savages. No, that ain't what I'm saying. I'm saying we're more surrounded by savages in our community and our close proximity than we are anyone else outside of our community.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to worry about pink folks coming from another side of town, coming over
Right.
here, looting and shooting and raping people
Mm-hmm.
and sodomizing people, okay, in this community where I live, okay? I have to worry about the niggas that I'm surrounded by right now.
Right.
Do you all understand what I'm saying right now? We really need to learn to think for ourselves and stop believing every damn thing that you see on CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, ABC, CNBC, CBS, and just learn to think for yourself.
Yes.
Learn to think for your damn self. You can't trust anything right now about these elections or this selection. I call it a selection, okay? You can't trust anything about these elections right now. I mean, it's some shit going on. And y'all might disagree with me. I saw it. Even before folks started talking about it. Even before, really, I saw the shit going down. I saw the fix was in. Even before listening to Glenn Beck. Even before going on CNN. Even before listening to these news pundits and these commentators. The fix was in. Baby, the fix is in. Okay? And it's with these mail-in ballots. Yeah, I said it. It's with the mail-in ballots. Okay? I said it. You may disagree with what I'm saying. Just learn to open your mind. Think for yourself. Stop letting other people do your thinking for you and learn to think for yourself. Okay? And yeah, I'm going to quote a Bible verse. All men are not good men. And I mean, I ain't just talking about men now. I ain't just talking about men. I'm talking about women too.
Right.
When I say all men are not good men, that is inclusive of women and children too, because there's some evil ass children out here nowadays. Woo, these kids are fucked up in the head, and they'll kill you quicker than an old fool will. Now, I'm sorry. Man, sometimes I crack myself up. But anyway, I just had to tell y'all that. I don't know why I went into this, long dialogue. Even telling you all this, but it must be a reason why. It must be a reason. Okay.
Donald Trump has been saying for the longest time, he always was talking about those mail-in ballots. Yeah. But see, that ain't why I think, some shit going down with the mail-in ballots because of what he said a long time ago. That's not why I think that. That's not why I came to that conclusion. That ain't the reason why, because I heard him say it. Yeah. No, what it is, I thought he was going to be the one that steal this election. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all that I originally felt like Trump was going to be the one to steal this election. This election or selection. Anyway, but I had a thought. Well, shit, Joe Biden did say he was afraid that Trump was going to steal this election. They had been putting out this rhetoric for the longest about Trump was going to steal the election. So, a lot of us was thinking, see, that's the power of mass media. A lot of us was thinking, Trump may try to steal this election because he's power hungry, because Trump wants to, be a despot, a despot. Look it up if y'all don't know what despot means. I felt like most of the folks in the country that Trump, he might try to steal this election because I heard it. See what I'm saying? I heard it. That's the power of mass media, y'all. That's the power of mass media. But then a thought came to me. Oh shit, the fix is in. It's the Democrats that is stealing this election, not Trump. That was the thought I had. That was the thought I had. All this time I was thinking Trump may steal this election.
No. It's the Democrats. It's the Democrats. See what I'm saying? Because they really, I'm gonna tell you, they really want to take this country in the direction of socialism and communism. Really, that's what they really want. You know what I mean? I'm telling y'all that communism, socialism, it's all the same bullshit. Really, um, it's going to be the future of this country. Period. It's going to be the future of America. I've been saying that, even with a Trump being in office another 4 years. I've been saying that. It's in my book. I also wrote about it in my book. Check it out in my book. God is on Trial. How Religion Keeps Humanity Under Mind Control and Fear. Go to Amazon.com. You can download it on your phone at Amazon Kindle for $3.99. Okay? But anyway, you go ahead.
Well, I want to say this real quick. I made the topic here, regardless Trump or Biden, the black community is still institutionalized. And this is what I want people to understand here. Look, do pro-blacks understand what being institutionalized is? Pro-blacks, do you understand what being institutionalized is? Do you understand? Let me explain something to everybody here. Slavery was called an institution. And all those within that circle, within that programming, that practice, the victims were institutionalized. Slavery was a way of life. Now, some of us don't really understand what being institutionalized is. Now, we understand prison. A lot of us, we understand jail and mental institutions or whatever, and prison. We understand going there, but we don't understand how can a person become institutionalized. And see, in this situation, you got to understand this about us, soul brothers and sisters in this country, the once called Negro. We was born in the institution. It's not like we was free and then we was brought into the institution. We were born institutionalized. You have no idea what freedom is. No idea at all whatsoever. That's the reason why you don't know how to fight for it. Because how you going to fight? How you going to inspire yourself to fight for something you have no idea about? So what happens is, I'm a prime example. I was locked up for 10 years. I'm doing fine first year. I'm doing fine second year, third year, fourth year. As time goes on, I began to accept this way of life. Do you understand? I began to accept this is how life is supposed to go. Getting up every morning at 6:30 or whatever and go through this way of life, this the rules and the laws, the policies they got. I'm following this. And once you stay in that situation for a certain period of time, you begin to forget how you lived on the outside. And you embrace and accept this as a way of life. Now, the only thing that saved me was I was not born in the institution. I was born in the institution because the United States of America is incarceration for us. But I was born, so I understand the little freedom that we got out of here, which is not freedom at all. It's probation. It's probation and privilege. It's not freedom at all. Because free people make laws. Free people make policy. Where's your policy that we make, that others obey? What laws do others obey that we make? None. You just hear. And once you get out of the institution, you come out into a world and you still don't make no law. You still don't do anything. They give you privileges. So I know people that's institutionalized and they become comfortable in it. This is a way of life. And even when you set them free, they carry what they learn or their behaviors from being institutionalized out into the free world. Like where I come from, one of the most popular things that these guys like to do is smoke cigarettes and drink Pepsi Cola. They love that. When they get free, they do the same thing. Nothing changed. The habits, whatever they was doing in the institution, they was doing the same thing. And so once our ancestors got off the slave plantation, and remember we was born in the institution, we still doing the same thing. And then what they do is they give you privileges. They give you a false sense of freedom, or you think that you're free. They put you on probation because you can go to the store, you can go to the movies, but you don't have no power. You can't do nothing. You know, you can get $1 million basketball contract. That's not freedom. You can open up a business and sell some red, black, and green shoes. That's not freedom. You can open up a Pan-African school. That's not freedom. They give you the illusion, and some of these people, you're comfortable and satisfied with that. That's all that you know. And we live our life. This is what has always bothered me. During actual physical slavery, you had our people trying to have a normal life. They jump in the broom, I'm getting married, having a family. You're a slave. You're a slave. You can't have no normal life. But they doing it. Next thing you know, their little happy family get broke up. The slave master send the daughter over here, the mother over there, and their little happy family broke up. How are you going to live normal or whatever normal is supposed to be, and you live in oppression? It reminds me of animals getting ready for slaughter. They have no idea they're getting ready to get turned into Kentucky Fried Chicken and McDonald's hamburger. They just living their life. They have no idea, just out there, moo, 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 cluck, 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 blah, blah, blah. They have no idea what's happening to them. They living a normal life, but you can't live a normal life because you are on the menu. You can't have a normal life. Your days are counted. Somebody getting ready to take you out for their benefit. And so here we are in 2020. Since we're not really a free people and we're still institutionalized, they let you vote to give you a false sense of belonging, part of this. I'm voting for Joe Biden. I'm voting. You're nothing but for whose benefit? For their benefit. Everything you do is for their benefit. Even when you call yourself doing something on your own. I'm going to open up my own black business. It's still for them because you're paying them the taxes. And the majority of the things that you get, all the raw materials and everything that you get coming from them. You don't really benefit. You're still on the slave plantation. You're still in the same position that our ancestors was 300 years ago. Nothing has changed. And you try.
They think that they free. They think they free because they own a business.
Yeah. So
or because they're allowed to go to McDonald's, or because they're allowed to sit in the restaurants now, or because they're allowed to attend college now, or I mean, well,
it's a false since it's just like when you in jail and they put you on probation. Probation is not your freedom, but you're on probation and you run around, you can go to the movies and yeah, but there's strings attached to it. They can reel you in anytime they feel like it. And that's what they do here with us. They reel you in anytime you feel like it. You have no power over your own destiny. Somebody else tell you. You break your probation and they reel you in and you're right back in jail again. Here we are, we trying to have normal family. I watch people, you know, they take their family to Disneyland and they talk about my grandchildren. Y'all, you a slave. There's nothing normal about our lives in this country. Nothing. Even the pro-black folks, whatever, they act the same way. They go on vacation. Well, I did enough pro-black work. I'm gonna take my family on vacation. Liberation don't work that way. There is no vacation until you get out, till you earn it. There is no going on vacation. The only vacation is when you go 6 foot under the ground, when you're fighting for yourself. People, when I was locked up, people looked at me crazy because the only thing on my mind is, I want out, I want out, I want out. I don't want to hear nothing else, I want out. And see, I understand your mindset, I understand your mentality, because I was locked up with people who pretend they wanted to be free. Yeah, man, I can't wait to get out of here. And blah, blah, blah. I heard that stuff all the time. Yeah, I'm with you there, Taalik. Yeah, man, them crackers, boy. They didn't want to go nowhere. They institutionalized. They just wanted more privileges. Give me some more coffee. Give me some more soda pop. Can I have another piece of fried chicken? That's how you are. Give me some more civil rights act. Give me some more. Can I vote a little bit here? Can I have a little more rap contracts? That's all you want, you know. Even the pro-black folks. Just give me a state or something, you know. Just give me a little something. So that's where we stand here. I just wanted to bring that to us tonight because this corny, I don't care nothing about Biden or Trump or the politics of this nation. I don't care nothing about none of it. I've been on YouTube since 2007. You never hear me talk about the politics of this nation. I want my own. Take control of your destiny. I want my own stuff. I'm tired of people obeying other people's laws. I'm a citizen of this country. When the hell Biden and Trump gonna obey laws that we put down? We always gotta obey them. Wait on them. Gotta wait on them to change their mind. The hell with them. When you gonna take control of your life instead of being comfortable with these crumbs? You trying to live normal and you nothing but cattle waiting to be slaughtered. It's not going to work out good for you because you're nothing but cattle waiting to be slaughtered. There's only one place that cow gonna end up at, and that's where you're gonna end up at. This is an illusion, just like the cows, the pigs, and the chickens. That's an illusion. They just live in their life like they don't have a worry in the world. You're trying to live normal, and we're not in a position to live normal. This is not a normal situation. We're nothing but Pharaoh slaves still on the plantation. And if the right situation breaks out, you're going to find out exactly what your position is in this nation. Mm-hmm. And it's not pretty. So I just wanted to bring that to our attention. We're trying to live normal lives. And I watched them, and they interview our people, and they so proud they voted, and you know, Biden, like they, you know, like it's normal, like they really done something or whatever, like they really part of this. No, you're not part of this. If you was part of this, then some of these laws and policies, your signature, you will be the author of, but you're not. You're just here. Like the chicken is on the farm, like the cow is on the farm. You're just part of the farm.
I'm gonna tell you, many black folks voted for Biden just to get Trump out of office.
Mm-hmm.
They know damn well that Biden ain't gonna do a damn thing.
Yeah, that's
for
true.
them.
That's true.
They know that. But they voted for Biden. A known racist. Okay?
No doubt.
Just to get Trump out of office.
That's all.
Okay. All right.
That's all. I want brother Taalik has been quiet and patient. Let me go to brother Taalik. I want to introduce our brother MD20. He's on the panel.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, no problem. And I actually wanted to ask Sister Noble a question.
Yeah.
So I posted a story in the chat, and it been bothering me all day.
Uh-huh.
I was talking to my mother. I'm from Georgia too. I was talking to my mother this morning.
Yeah.
And she was elated that the state of Georgia went blue this morning.
Yeah.
As of right now, we don't know if it's going to stay that way, but
yeah,
as of right now, the state is Democratic. So she all happy, I talked to her, and I asked my mother. Well, first she told me, she told me about the news. She the one that told me about it, and she was talking about how all these people in Georgia, mainly women like Stacey Abrams, and organized and got the vote out, and mainly talking about black women. She told me that black men ain't worth a damn because of the percentage of the black men that voted for Trump. I said, Ma, I didn't vote. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? She said, okay, that's your problem. The same old 60s rhetoric. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your ancestors fought for this, but blah, 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 this and that. So, like I said, me being a black man, and she birthed a black man, she told me basically that I ain't worth a damn vote. So I explained to her the reasons of me not voting. We all, you know how it is. If you're different in the family, when you go to the cookout, you know how it is. So I asked my mother, I said, what do you think that Biden is going to do for you, Mom? You know what she did? She hung up on me. So I wanted to ask you, why do you think that black women, especially, are so tied to the Democratic Party the way they are, since you being a black woman?
First of all, I'm shocked.
She did it.
I'm just going to keep it real with you right now. I'm shocked that your mama said that you ain't worth a damn.
Well, she didn't say me. She said black men.
Did she? Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, you need to clarify that. You need to clarify that because woo, Lord, I'm sorry, that just kind of took me aback a little bit. She said black men ain't worth a damn because they went out and voted for Trump, you say?
Yeah, I mean, the percentage, it was a lot of black men, percentage-wise, that voted for Trump. And I won't get into the specifics as why I think why, because, like I said, I don't care. I'm not, I don't care for either one of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's what she told me.
Well, I didn't vote for either. So, first of all, black people, I'm gonna tell you, black people, first of all, they don't know the history of the Democratic Party.
They don't.
That's number one. Because if they really knew the history of the Democratic Party, a lot of them probably would not be Democrats today. I'm just gonna keep it real. But then I no longer have a sense of loyalty to the Democratic Party because of a number of reasons. And one of them being that, first of all, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are not for reparations. They're not for reparations. That, to me, where did he go?
Oh, he just dropped.
Yeah, he just dropped. Okay, well, we'll just wait until he come back.
Okay. In the meantime, we're gonna let pass the mic to Brother Taalik. He's been patient. Well, he come right back.
Okay.
Yes. Greetings, everyone, on the platform and in the chat section. I just want to say this here. know, and I heard the sister mentioning that a lot of black people voted for Biden just to get Trump up out of there. Yeah, that's true. And I am one of them, you know, but the thing is that the reason, yes, I voted so they could get Trump out of there, but also so that could leave us some breathing room, at least, to do what we need to do as an initiative, to do what we got to do to liberate ourselves. Like with the project that me and Brother Angel 777 came up with as far as the Mississippi campaign, because if Trump, let's say if Trump got reelected, then, because they're not done counting the votes yet, although Joe Biden is on his way, it looks now, to winning the presidency. But let's say if Trump get reelected, this country is going to be so far in turmoil where we as black people, indigenous black Americans, I'm referring as, which I really call people of soul, but which I'm referring as to direct descendants of slaves born here in the United States of America, won't have no chance in hell. We would not have no chance in hell to even form a project and to build a foundation on that because of the way that Trump is moving. You see what I'm saying? Trump is trying to take this country back to what they call the good old times, as they say. Just like what his campaign platform was based on back in 2016. You see what I'm saying? Make America great again. That's what they mean. That means Jim Crow, segregation, chattel slavery. And by the way, you know, they can put us exactly back in chattel slavery. Even though, yeah, they got machines that pick cotton, but they don't have machines that pick sugar cane. They don't have machines, like somebody said, that pick apples and oranges and watermelons. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, they can't. And by the way, those who are picking those type of, crops, which is the Mexicans, they could just use them and say, look, in order for you to really want to stay in this country permanently, we need you to be there overseas. You think they ain't going to join? You think they ain't going to oblige to that? You see what I'm saying? So my thing is this. We need to wake up and understand the reality of this whole situation. Yes, modern day indigenous black Americans can be put back into slavery. Those of you that call yourselves educated Negro who do not think so, y'all got another thing coming. Like someone said, if something really happened at the right time of the given opportunity where they could really have their way with us 1,000%. And you got to remember, they never intended us to come out of chattel slavery. Don't say it was God that intervened, because that's a lie. Because if God would have intervened, none of this other crazy stuff would be happening. Jim Crow wouldn't have came after that, or segregation wouldn't have came after that. So no, I don't want to hear nothing about this. God got our ancestors up out of chattel slavery. That's a bunch of bull, flat out, point blank. Okay, and then on top of that is that you understand, we don't understand the seriousness and the implications of how we could be put back in that situation. And like I heard someone say, yes, slavery was an institution. And right now, the indigenous black American, and when I say the indigenous black American, I'm not talking about those dark-skinned people that immigrated here from South or Central America that are dark-skinned or resemble us, or that migrated from the Caribbean, or that migrated from the continent called present-day Africa. No, I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about those of us who are direct descendants of dark-skinned slaves that was born here in the United States of America. That's exactly who I'm talking about when I'm talking about Black Americans, okay? For those of you that basically could understand at least simple layman terms, English, you know what I'm saying, or just simply understand what I'm saying simply by layman terms of saying indigenous Black Americans, since you don't understand the real true identity, like soul people, something that we invented that was not handed to us, you know what I'm saying? You know, but that's another discussion that could come up for another time, you know, but I just want to just, you know, make it known that we can be put back in the chattel slavery. And if Trump could have his way, believe me, especially with the support politically behind him and otherwise that would support him, oh, it can happen. It can happen. We already know, and I heard, you know, like the sister said, yes, Joe Biden is a known racist, but Trump is a known racist that's straight out with it, too. He don't give a damn. He already was known for discriminating against blacks who wanted to rent property from him to be tenants of his, you know, property, his real estate property that he had. He wouldn't even rent it out to blacks. And that's a known documented fact. His father was a part of the KKK, which is a known, or grandfather, rather to say, was a part of the KKK, which is a known documented fact. Okay? So, I mean, and people knew this even prior to him getting elected in 2016. And then you still had these blacks who voted for him. You know, we just regarded and just totally ignored all that and still voted for him. You know, so you had these so-called black celebrities, which I know some who endorsed him as well, you know. So right there, and even those that blacks that still support him even after what he's took this country through for the last 4 years, right? So now, when you look at that type of mentality of indigenous Black Americans, you actually see a domesticated slave. It's just like you know, a slave being let go from a municipality zoo in the city somewhere to roam on their own, just to roam anywhere, whatever on their own, but they still domesticated slaves because they're not in their natural habitat. You see what I'm saying? So we are basically like domesticated animals that was just let out on the loose. Is what I'm mainly saying, you know, which I'm mainly pointing out. We are just like domesticated animals. And this is why we're running around acting crazy like we do, killing each other over frivolous stuff that even animals would in a wild jungle wouldn't even kill each other over. I'm talking about animals in a wild jungle wouldn't even kill each other over. Yeah, we kill each other like that. You see what I'm saying? And I know many of you people, especially those who in the so-called pro-Black conscious community, don't want to hear that. Okay, but the truth is here to be told today. Reality is here to be exposed today, and whether y'all accept it or not, that's on y'all. Right. But y'all need to know and understand that we're nothing but, you know, in human form, domesticated animals that we just, you know, let out the road loosely. But we still, and also too, when you say want to talk about institutionalization, we are like a criminal who gets out of prison that's get released from some type of jail or prison institution, but still got that prison mentality. Yes, so we are definitely, as descendants of slaves born here in America, we are actually institutionalized. I do concur with that fact. That is true. Even in the point that I'm making, that I can definitely concur with that, because when you look at the way that we behave, the way that we act, not only toward each other, but just toward other people in general, and the way we act out in public, you don't see no other nationality out in public. Even if you go to these big metropolitan cities, especially, you don't see no other people acting a fool, acting all loud. Every time you look up, just want to be heard. You know, we could be in a restaurant somewhere, everybody, you know, having a good time or talking, you know, communing, you know, or you know, conversing with each other at a normal voice rate. When they talking at a normal tone voice rate, but you get a bunch of Negroes come in, bam, they took over the whole restaurant as far as conversation, because ain't nobody else even hear each other talking. You know, that's how loosely we are as domesticated animals in human form. And I hate to put it that way, but I don't know no other simple layman term way to explain that to those of you, especially those of you that got, you know, tunnel vision without no light at the end of the tunnel. You know, to really understand when I say that you are like domesticated animals that was just let out of a zoo, just to be on the loose. You know, that's just exactly what it is with us as indigenous Black Americans. And our leadership is too docile to see that and to help guide us up out of that way of thinking. But yet they want to throw a bunch of religion at us, you know, brainwash us with a bunch of other ideological teachings, and then paint it black when it was Caucasian at first, but color it black, you know what I'm saying? Well, so, you know how it go with the pro-black conscious teaching. You know, first Jesus was white, then he was black. Moses was, you know, Muhammad was white or white Arab, now he black. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Come on. And then you got these pro-black conscious Negroes putting this lie about Hannibal was black. I come to find out Hannibal actually wasn't black. He was a Mediterranean, some type of Mediterranean ethnicity coming out of North Africa, but he was not black. He was not your typical what they call Black African or ancient Black African in the continent. No, that myth is being said or alleged to have been, you know, to be disproven. So, I mean, you know, because when I first heard of Hannibal, I was in high school in the library, and I picked up a book off the shelf that had him depicted as a white man. And when I got into those Black conscious teachings, I hear, well, you know, you know, Hannibal was a black man, you know, this and that. But I did not get, you know, no full documented proof that would really actually confirm that. You see what I'm saying? And as time went on, and then I started hearing once again that he wasn't black. And then I'm like, whoa, okay. So now this should open up more doors for questioning. So this is the type of stuff is what I'm saying that our leaders in the pro-black conscious community or leaders in general is throwing at us when it comes to these, you know, ideological, distorted ways of looking at things, you know, instead of teaching our people reality, you know, and teaching, you know, against that stuff, as well as the inconsistency of that stuff, which people need to importantly understand when it comes to the inconsistency and the inconsistencies that exposes the origins of religions, the origins of these Kemetic and pro-black Egyptology teachings and all this other crap. You know, people going around calling Cleopatra a black Nubian queen. She was not black, okay?
Yeah.
That's a myth. Okay, so this is the thing. And this is why people need to understand and realize these things. You know, and this is why we are so scrambled up in the head, like fried eggs, you know, like an egg being fried in a pan. Our brain, like they said in that old commercial back in the day, this is your brain on crack being fried. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, that when they had the egg in the pan frying, you know, and say this is your brain on fire. Well, that's what most of us are as indigenous Black Americans. Our brain is on fire. You know, we was already distorted by the slave white Christian teaching that come along first before these other pro-Black conscious teachers come along. And so we don't know, and just like piggybacking off of what someone said, you know, we don't know no other way of how to fight to get freedom because we never had freedom.
Right.
So we don't know what it is to be free as a people. It ain't like we went into an institution and got locked up because of some accusations of criminal, you know, offense we committed or whatever. No, we was born into this. So this is all we know and this is all we understand. So you could basically say for us as indigenous Black Americans modern today that this is just like an unfortunate natural habitat. We want to talk about nature because we don't know what it is to be free. So we have to navigate and find our way to understanding what true freedom is. And which would be, you know, a real clear path to that point is us coming together, like with this Mississippi campaign project, where we can actually experience that new reality, where our future generations can come behind us and be able to experience that new reality. But because we so stuck in our own head, with our own heads stuck between our tails, you know, our butt tails, you know what I'm saying? And stuff you know, or you can't tell, you know, if you don't know what you're talking about. Let me tell you, brother, brother, no, you just don't understand. This is how it really, no. The fact is that all that don't matter because you're still a Negro, you're still a slave, you're still in word, and as long as you are not in no position to put no protection around yourself and your women and your children, or us as people as a whole, we're going to still be in that position, in which ultimately goes back to being a slave, which is where we started from. So, you know, with that said, basically, I just want to point out too that, you know, and I understand because I speak for myself when it comes to this subject that I want to briefly speak on because, you know, like I say, everyone on this platform is their own independent free thinker, just like myself, okay? So, but I do support expatriatism out of America, especially if it really becomes that necessary. I do support it, okay? Because you got a lot of these pro-blacks, especially fake ass Pan-Africans, excuse my French, you know, that always talk about they want to get out of America, go here, go there, do whatever. Okay, but first of all, now that you sitting up on social media or these other platforms or out in the public like the Hebrew Israelites standing on corners, you know, reading out some Bible that come from their slave master, you see what I'm saying? Want to quote some fake ass scriptures, excuse my French again, you know. But I mean, and want to talk about what's going on, what's wrong in this country. with us as people and why we ain't got nowhere in this and that. Well, one thing I respect about the black expats, they decided, look, instead of doing that, we gonna just get out the way. Because we see that most black people ain't interested in no real freedom of liberation. For those that had a mind to look to broaden their horizons and to see outside of America that America ain't the only existing part in the world, and that there are other places where they can go to, even if they don't fully have their own destiny into their own hands, unfortunately, because any human being deserves to have the right to control their own destiny. And that don't even matter what color you is, period, okay? But what I'm saying is that they know when they go to these other certain parts of the world, they're treated more humanely, as they've already said, as compared to when they were here in America. And that's why in some of my videos on my personal channel called Bell, I actually have stated that the reason that some of them, put that out there, compare their experience wherever they are gone, as to opposed to when they are in America. I always have said that indigenous Black Americans here need to, pay attention to that, But at the end of the day, it really is about us staying here in America, carving out a better future for ourselves from what we've known it as far as our present experience goes, which has been for over 400 years in this country. It's best for us to stay over here to make a change and go somewhere else. If we could just stay over here, make a change, and then we could prepare ourselves to eventually get up out this country. Because then we'll have allies that will really be willing to open their doors to us. You see what I'm saying? Without no attachments involved. You see what I'm saying? But my thing is that I do respect the Black expat because they just ain't running their mouth. They doing just like some of our ancestors that left America and went and established the Republic of Liberia. Something that me and our good brother Angel Snub 7 used to talk about. They didn't sit here and wonder what we gonna do now that we ain't on the plantation working for Master no more. How we gonna get our food, how we gonna get our water, you know what I'm saying? No, they got on that boat and went over and established a colony, and it became the Republic of Liberia.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, it's no different with us, even in these modern times. We got to do something. Either better ourselves here, as far as creating a more natural situation for us to really be free, instead of like someone said, remaining used to this so-called probation type freedom, because that's all it is,
right.
Or really, hey, go back to the cotton field, go back to the fields picking crops, against your free will. You'd be better off just doing that. At least you was taken care of better. You see what I'm saying? So this is the type of domesticated thinking the indigenous Black American has. And if you really want freedom, you have to come up out that mentality. You have to come up out that mentality. And like I've said before, I just want to say one last thing about those indigenous Black American expats that have went across seas or moved to other countries outside of America. I would encourage y'all who are listening to this video right now from this live podcast to go, you know what I'm saying, and go on some of those social media outlets that give them a platform like the Black Experience Japan, which is a YouTube channel that's hosted by this Jamaican brother, I forget his name. And then you got other different channels on YouTube that actually, you know, and I'm pretty sure other social media forums as well, where they got platforms. Go hear what they got to say. At least have an open mind. At least have an open mind. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I'm not, and I'm not encouraging you to agree with everything they say, because I don't agree with everything they say. You see what I'm saying? I'm not encouraging you just to accept, because they over there, let me go over there. No, you don't know the experience of what they going through either in them countries. Yeah, they might not be suffering the same stuff here, but they are still up under another rule, another law. That's not of their own creation. You see what I'm saying? So we got to keep that in mind too. But all I'm saying is, if you want to find your way up out of America, up under the systemic racism going on in this country, and as well as what comes along with that, you got to think outside the box, period. So either take this choice. Let's create a settlement by taking control of a couple of states to get up out this mess, or you know what you got to do from there. If you don't want to keep being up under this racist systemic system, that's all I'm saying. But other than that, I think it's best we stay here and deal with what we got to deal with right here, because then we would be respected better by those abroad, not just in Africa, but even in Asia and other places. We would be respected better by those abroad who would be willing to open up their doors, because then we would be able to create allies, especially if the United States government won't decide to make a move on us. Mm-hmm. You know, like with take control of a state like Mississippi. Then that's where other nations will be able to intervene on our behalf against that. See, because leaving up out of this country as individuals can be a dangerous situation too, you know. And plus, just because you have that blue U.S. American passport don't mean that protection is guaranteed to you as well, especially if you are an indigenous Black American. I just want to put that out there as well, you know. But, you know, like I said before, I mean, you know, you got to think outside this slave mentality, because
absolutely. Right. I don't want to cut you off, Brother Taalik, but I'm feeling really sickly, so I'm going to have to start wrapping this thing up. I can't.
All right. But I just want to let me just say this one more thing, brother.
Yeah.
I don't want, and I don't need to be long-winded, because I was kind of tired myself while you and your sister was taking over this thing.
Yeah.
But I just want to say this here, too, that sister, I will keep also telling those in my videos on my personal channel to support your book.
Mm-hmm.
As I've been doing, and just keep supporting Sister Noble's book called God is on Trial.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I would say, as far as necessary, keep supporting Brother Angel Snup 7 as far as him paying his medical bills, so he can get that behind him. Please. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, sir.
I'm not begging nobody, but these you know, I know these are critical times we're in, but let's help each other if we truly don't stand by each other as people. And with that said, also I send my shout out to everyone who's listening. and we'll be listening to this video and to the chat comment section. And peace.
Thank you, brother.
Yes, thank you also.
Thank you, Brother Taalik, for your words. I really don't have nothing else really to say, really. Sister Noel and MD 20, they can give their closing statements on, for tonight. Beginning with you.
Yeah, I just wanna address what the brother said earlier. I don't feel a sense of loyalty to the Democratic Party. I'm a lifelong Democrat, and I just no longer have a sense of loyalty to the party. I voted for Barack Obama out of loyalty. I voted for John Kerry out of loyalty. I didn't know their policies. I didn't know, their political backgrounds. I didn't know anything about what they stood for. I just did it out of loyalty because I'm a Democrat, and that's what Black people was expected to do: go out and vote for Barack Obama, go out and vote for John Kerry, because they're Democrats, and we thought we had an arrangement with the Democratic Party. That's what we thought, because that's what they led us to believe. Okay, if you vote for us, we'll do this, that, and the third for Black people. If you vote for us, we'll ensure that you gain equal rights and civil rights, civil rights. You know what I mean?
Yes.
They made promises to the Black community. They have not done anything for the Black community since the late 60s. What have they done? What have they done for the Black community that enriched our people? Name a policy that actually enriched the Black community collectively in this country. And I'm not talking about individuals that go out and they are self-made millionaires and billionaires. I'm talking about, what has the Democratic Party put forth in policies that has enriched the entire Black community in America? I'm waiting.
It's a long wait.
See my point? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And it annoys me. It annoys me to no end that they basically ignored the Black agenda when we first approached them in 2018 about reparations. But that wasn't the first time we spoke about reparations. That wasn't the first time. I'm just telling you, when we approached them in 2018, they basically ignored us. They ignored, our, I guess, they ignored the fact that we wanted reparations. Who is that snoring? That is aggravating. That snoring.
Hello?
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Oh,
I'm sorry. You're on mute.
I just took myself on. I put myself on mute.
Oh, okay. So
I don't know. I heard something.
Yeah. So they basically ignored the fact that we were seeking reparations. And I'm talking about both the Democrats and the Republicans. I'm not just blaming it all on the Republicans. Or the Democrats. You know what I mean? I'm blaming it on both parties. You know what I mean? I'm not just blaming it all on the Democrats or blaming it all on the Republicans. Both parties, they have to come together in bipartisanship to, put forth an agenda for the Black community and to accomplish that agenda. And neither party has done so. Neither party has done that. And that's a problem for me. It's a problem. I've never voted Republican. I've always been a Democrat, a lifelong Democrat. But, Joe Biden, his unwillingness to at least talk about reparations, that was a turnoff. That was a turnoff for me. Okay? So that's all I have to say.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to say peace. We can't hear you, Snup. You muted.
He's on
Hello?
mute. I can see it from here.
Yes. Go ahead, brother NB20.
No, I just wanted to say, yeah, I mean, get you some rest, man. At the end of the day, that's the most important thing. You know what I mean?
If it's
Get healthy.
possible,
You know what I'm saying? Get
it ain't
well.
always possible.
So you could, yeah, I know how it is, man. So you can continue to fight. Just real quick. Back to the point what Sister Noble said. Historically, we've always been conservative. If you look at slavery, don't get it twisted when people say Abraham Lincoln freed us.
Right.
Abraham Lincoln didn't give a damn about us. You had a certain thing going on at that time called the Industrial Revolution. Now, the Industrial Revolution was all about textiles and manufacturing and all this going on. The North needed the South's resources to start the Industrial Revolution. That's all they cared about. They told the South, hey, look, y'all got these cotton fields and everything. The black folks don't need to pick this cotton anymore. We got this Industrial Revolution going on. We need y'all resources to get it kicked off. The white folks didn't want to do that. Thus, the Civil War happened. You know what I'm saying? If you look at it, most white, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Most white folks in the South didn't have nothing. They was poor as hell. Only the elite few were the slave masters. And that's who kicked off the Civil War. Now, with that being said, after the Civil War was over, Reconstruction happened. Black folks was just like Brother Taalik said. It was like the gates was open at the zoo. They just let us go, not knowing what to do with us. So we did the only thing we knew how to do, and that was be conservative. In plain view, we mimicked what the slave master did. Also, we did mostly what that Bible told us to do. So we went out, we created families. The man was over the woman. The woman took care of the house. The man went out, shared crop, did whatever he had to do. And we made community for ourselves. I'm not saying that wasn't a good thing, because it was. We was maintaining on our own, albeit we was maintaining off of a biblical point of view. Nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that it was or not. We just did what we knew how to do. Now the poor white people did not like that. So thus you got your Tulsas and your Rosewoods and things like that start to happen. After that, Jim Crow. We know about Jim Crow. We know about the old slave or old South laws and all that. That's where you get your Democrats get put into play. Your Democrats got put into play at that point. We got the Civil Rights Act, the Voting Rights Act, Roe v. Wade, all that stuff, right? Because that stuff happened, we felt obligated to the Democrats to follow them. Whatever the Democrats told us to do, we did, because we felt as though they gave us something that we never had in this nation, which should have been afforded to us in its inception, because at the end of the day, we're citizens of this nation. But if you look at the way that the laws were implemented from a democratic point of view. And Sister Noble, she may agree, she may disagree. A lot of it had to do with the black woman and not the black man.
Mm.
A lot of it, a lot of it gave black women things that she felt as though should be given to her by her black man. But we ain't had no jobs. As far as the factories was run down, the factories went overseas, all these things happened. We couldn't do nothing. We were left a permanent bottom in the caste system. So basically we went from slavery, actual literal slavery, to domesticated slavery, to basically being nothing. You know what I mean? It was
Yeah.
nothing for us. It was nothing for us to slave on because we have the job to slave.
Mm.
So at that point, the Democrats saw an opportunity to divide us as a people. Here you go, black woman. We'll give you food. We'll give you Section 8.
Mhm.
We'll let you take care of your kids. Can't have that Negro in the house though. You know what I mean? So ever since the
They still
late,
came back. Some of them.
yeah, they came back. They had to
Some of
hide
them
though.
came back. Yeah, some of them came back and stayed in the house.
Yeah. So ever since the late '60s, early '70s, you know what I'm saying? The generation before me, we've always saw this divide between the black man and the black woman. So that's the thing that I see in terms of why I can't trust the Democratic Party ever. There's nothing for us there.
Mm.
Um, Even to the point where my own mama hung up on me. You know what
Mm.
I'm saying? Um,
Yeah, I feel
I,
I
I mean,
feel
I don't,
bad for you. I feel
I
bad for
don't,
you on that one.
I don't, but I understand where it's coming from. You know what I mean? I've always seen, especially if you from the South, and you know what I mean. You like we tend to revere the people that came before us and think that this whole revolution of civil rights, and we tend to revere that. I mean, people die. Like, I ain't saying that we shouldn't, but at some point in time, we have to go to the next level of what we call freedom in this country. Like, we're not there yet, but some people think that this is as far as we can go, and
Mm.
a lot of those people are that generation that went through civil rights, and you know what I mean. I think, and it's bad to say, I think once those, and you see them really passing on now, like people like John Lewis and like all these people. Like, what we gonna do when they gone? You know what I mean?
Mm.
Are we just gonna continue to live off their words, or are we gonna finally write our own chapter in the book? You know what I mean? So that's my whole spiel.
Mhm.
Like I said, shouts out to you, brother. Get you some rest, man. Like I said, I try to catch you when I can. You know, I'm out here riding, so I
Mm.
try to catch you when I can. Same to you, Sister Nova. You know, this is my first time talking to you, so
Yeah.
um, but yeah, I'm out here, man. Like I said, I told you a little something in the Cash App, and yeah, man. Whenever I got it, man, you know, you happy to it, bro. You muted.
He's muted. You muted.
Oh, my bad.
Hmm.
My bad. Yeah, I appreciate it, brother. Thank you for your donation, and much appreciated. I mean, brothers and sisters keeping Soul Brother number one above water. I really do appreciate it. Um, I do just want to be fair on this panel here. If Brother Taalik want to give a little closing something before we actually get out of here, if you want to say a little something, you know.
All I just want to say is this: that wherever you are as people soul, who I referred to as dark-skinned, single slaves born in America, and who I was also referring to as indigenous Black American, on this live podcast. Wherever you are in the United States of America, stay on code. Be aware, stay on code. Protect yourself, protect you, your family, and whoever else that's close to you. Because if Trump definitely don't win this election, like I've been hearing about in social media and stuff, that is may turn out to where these white supremacists might come out here with these AR-15s and start.
They already loading up, brother. They already loading up.
That's what I'm saying. You know,
Wow.
you know, they come in and they fully loaded and locked. So be on square and do whatever you got to do, because right now, and I'm out here in Nebraska. I'm in the hard land of America. This is definitely Trump country. So, you know, I definitely got to stay locked and loaded. You know what I'm saying?
Just real quick, it was a video. I don't know if you ever heard of this. It's a white guy, the Red Elephant. He had a YouTube channel. He got took down today. He said he was doing a live stream today about the election. He said if Trump give us the go ahead, we going. And because of that video, they took his channel down completely. It happened. I was looking at it today. It was on CNN. And yeah, he said, "Hey, look."
You talking about? Are you talking about Steve Bannon?
No, not Steve Bannon. It's a guy. He got several YouTube channels. One of his YouTube channels got took down. It's called The Red Elephant. That's the name of the YouTube channel. It's a white. I don't know the guy's name. It ain't Steve Bannon. I know who that is.
They also took down Steve Bannon's Twitter account.
Oh yeah, they the Angry Viking. You ever heard of that guy?
No.
He was in Louisville at the protest. He's like a white militia. They took his channel. If you notice, it's a lot of and like I said, it's liberals that's doing it. It's a lot of stuff that's getting shut down as far as like pro-Trump, anti-Biden. It's controlled opposition. That's what it is. This is what they want. They want to pit these people against these people. And like I said, and you know, and brother Taalik, you know, like we drive all over this country, we see the Trump stuff like all over through America. So it's funny to me how everywhere I go, I see Trump this, Trump that, and yet Biden is cutting in like it's controlled opposition. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to say that. Go ahead, brother Taalik. I'm sorry.
Yes, sir. I'm glad you added. I am glad that you did add some of that in, because that basically you know, conclude what I got to say basically, and also too I just want you to know that you know, basically, brothers and sisters, if anything happens to me out here, you'll know that 9 times out of 10 is probably because of that. But however, I'm not worried, because I mean, one day I know, like anybody else, I got to go. But I'm not gonna go out like a punk or coward. Either I'm gonna go out with a fight. But other than that, it is, you know, like I said, I do know one thing, that we better wake up and understand that we got the odds stacked against us. And in a given situation like this, they can run up on because they're cowards, basically. But I'm gonna do a video about them in the you know, short distance future. But them white supremacists ain't nothing but cowards anyway, because they'll try to catch you when you alone, or you know, ambush you on the side when it's unexpected and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna let you go and get some rest, brother. And to you, Sister Noble, and also to you, I forget, 20 MD, brother, peace and brothers and sister, peace and respect.
Yes, sir.
Peace and respect.
Okay. So on that note, we're gonna call it a night. And I
Yeah.
thank everybody for joining us for these few minutes. Well, actually, an hour and 45 minutes. I'm shocked I hung this long. Woo, terrible thing. Woo, sickness is a terrible thing. But
Yes,
I
it is.
thank you, Sister Nova, MD20, and of course, Soul Brother Taalik. Thank you for your donations to my medical fund. And stay tuned. I hope that we can have a wonderful Soul Liberation Day 2021, December. I hope that we can pull that one off. I don't know. That's a little ways down, you know. But I feel confident it's going to happen. And so thank you, Phil, Soul Brother 85, Twin, Legend, I think it's Adrian, those in the chat room, those who will be listening later on, thank you so much. And until next time, and tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m., a pre-recorded lecture. If you will subscribe to Angels Number 7, or you subscribe to Operation Exodus Mississippi, you already probably heard the video lecture. Mississippi Campaign, The Devil's Within. So that's in the morning, right here, 9:30 on Reality Temple on Earth. Until next time, y'all, as Dr. Lee always say, I wish us love, peace, and soul. Where's that button, man? I want to go out with that button. Where's that button at? I like that button.